Um, but this is going to be a great series overall. I'm excited to see what happens. And here we go. We're going to see Razor rocking the NRG decal. Probably try to channel his inner Justin. But we'll see what happens. Starting off with an even 50 from the kickoff. Curse getting to a strong attack right now. Razor just sending it ahead. Once again, for those of you that are with us, it is VEAYL is going to be Stironic. I guess it might have been an account issue or something like that. VEAYL is Stironic. So, if we reference Stironic, it is that player, VEAYL. I don't even know. I want to say Veal, but I'm just going to spell it out every time.
VEAYL. Ooh.
Good play by the Curse, playing a hard defense. A little bit of an aggressive touch by the Razor, trying to get a little corner pinch down in. Couldn't get it. Gave the Curse a push. Get the first goal of the series out of the way.
Definitely. I thought we weren't allowed to use team decals.
I actually was unaware of that, to be honest. But Stironic said that in the chat, he said he'd change his name. Sorry. So, I just wanted to clarify, just in case if you are still watching, that everybody knows. No confusion. Ooh, Razor took a little bit of a wide turn, messed him up a little bit, just enough. Flux tried to stop it, get in the way. Razor went over, looked like he wanted to go for the corner boost. Stironic came out of nowhere, tucked it in, get the 2-0 lead, minute in.
Yeah, Curse looking just as good as Dragons did in game 1 of the last series. Definitely being that better team. Musty flick attempt here by Razor. Almost got it.
I'm kind of surprised he'd go for something like that. Being down 2-0, I feel like going for something more of a solid opportunity might have been a better play. But, I mean, maybe we just has that mechanic that not many other people are accustomed to, you know, like some people being able to do wave dashes or the speed flip, but they can't hit a ball on target all the time, you know. Especially with the ranking.
He just called me out.
I swear I was not targeted, but maybe it was. Stir passing at center, beautiful pass over to Nemesis, and he claims the third goal of the game. Beautiful play by the Curse, getting it center, messing up the defense of the Sonix to give him a 3-0 lead.
Absolutely. This is definitely the opposite of what we saw, what we predicted. Well, what I predicted.
I was gonna say I called it out. I should have called it the Curse. We're gonna take game 1, and Sonix are gonna come back strong after. But I guess a 2-2. So I don't know about you.
I may have done goofed by only going
Might have
for
messed up Aaron.
Back up, Terry. Back up.
All right, Razor taking it to the corner. Stir giving him a little bit of pressure. Got the quick flip off, but couldn't keep control. Nemesis sends it to the corner. Razor sends out a boost. Flux trying to keep it in the Curse end. Keeping pressure, but not enough. Double commit, hard. Curse have a wide open net for a second. Stir trying to get it center. Gets it there. Nemesis misses. And the Sonix save the pressure that was definitely against them. A wide open net. Definitely dodged a bullet there.
Absolutely. And now we have Razor chasing the ball back, just trying to keep control of it so Curse doesn't get a free shot. Good touch out and a good extension by Flux. Nemesis just trying to control the ball here. Puts it forward. Nemesis with the champ boost. Got champ rewards last season.
I'd hope so. I mean, being a 13-0, I'd hope he got champ rewards last season. Nemesis with a good carry all the way across. Got it around Razor, but not enough of a tuck in the corner for the Curse to get a 4-0 lead. Flux trying to dribble it. Couldn't get it on his hood. Got a little fake on Stir. A little awkward bounce that ended up going more of a benefit for for the Curse. Trying to get a little flick. Couldn't get enough. Curse now trying to just keep all the more pressure on the Sonix, which is definitely what you need to see. No matter what team you are, if you keep that pressure up, that is what's going to make a team crash. And Razor turns it around. 4 shots on goal, capitalizes on their first goal of the series.
Definitely a good touch into the net after putting it to the backboard, just beating out Stironic to the ball there. And I think Sonix might have a chance. They have a chance to come back. Just need a couple 2 goals each.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely possible. Just over 30 seconds left is more than enough of an opportunity for a team to capitalize on. But something like that, unfortunate for the Sonix. You can't have any sort of missed ball touches, because something like that can end up happening the other way around, and it gives a 3-goal lead for the Curse with 23 seconds left.
Absolutely.
Beautiful dribbling done by Stironic and pulled it around. 23 seconds left. Anything could happen, but I think we're going to have to chalk this down as the Curse claiming game 1 thus far. Razor got a bump on Nemesis, but it slowed him down just enough that he couldn't do anything more. I think the Sonics just want to try to cut down that goal differential that they have, so positive 7 right now so far on the season.
Yeah, Kirk with a negative 9.
And that knocks down actually to positive 4. It's a goal differential. But good first game for the Curse. Went just how I expected. But whether it can continue going or not is going to be a different story. I mean, what do you think the Sonix might need to do to be able to try to change this around?
Honestly, neither team played a really bad game. It was just a couple of mistakes that were easily capitalized on by Curse. Just a couple of clean up those mistakes, and we've got a series on our hands.
I mean, Redwater, I don't know what you're talking about. I called the Curse claiming the first game. So you can say whatever you want. I called that first game. I said it was going to be a 2-2. I think it's going to be an even series overall, because it wasn't a complete and total blowout like we saw for the first game of the Dragons earlier. But I mean, normally a blowout can kind of skew a team. I think 3 goals is within reason, and it's something you should not get tilted over, because there's 3 more games to be played. So
absolutely.
We have to wait for the console players to hop over. Starting up game 2 once again. Curse took first game so far. So they got 4-0'd last week once again against the Vipers. So this is a great start for them so far. Nemesis all the way up, going across. I don't think he had enough boost for it, but still put the pressure on. Stironic ran out of boost and was kind of floating, gave a 2v1 opportunity for the Sonix to try to capitalize on. Razor gets the shot but could not end up capitalizing, and it's a turnaround for the other way. Stironic actually gets pinched with Flux Capacitor. Flux puts it right on goal, open net. Easy first goal for the Sonix. Take their first lead of the series.
Definitely a good turnaround there from Flux. Way to just put it on target. Noticing Veal's going for that corner boost. Just put it on goal and you got a goal.
Yeah, I mean, those are the big things. It's going to be and I know you've noticed this too. Whenever it comes down to Omega League, you kind of have to be ready for a quick turnaround and quick push the other way around, because that's exactly what happens. Speaking of which, Nemesis comes up off of the I think self pop, perfect touch down, tucks it in just inside the post. Flux looked like he waited to hope for it to go off the side wall. Did not go his way, but it went the Curse's way to tie it up 1-1. 4:18 left.
Absolutely. Nemesis going for a double tap here, just couldn't get it. Stironic going for it. I do believe, I thought Nemesis got a bump there. Might have been bumped. Another shot. Wild Curse is going for that corner boost. Twice now.
Yeah, I mean that was good play by Razor, noticing that the one player was far enough out, just try to put it at least midfield, right into the middle of the goal, more so hoping for the left side, but just wanted to make sure it was on goal, create that pressure, and get that goal for their lead back again that they need to hold. Because the first game did not go their way, but I see that there's a lot more chemistry coming out right now. A lot more comfortability coming from the Sonics. Flux taking a slow turnaround. The slow turnaround ended up getting demoed, messed up the Sonics defense, and gives the Curse the breakaway to be able to get the 2-2 tie right now.
There's your series score you predicted.
Well, yep, that's how I firmly stand too.
Still 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. This is probably going to be one of those back and forth games that never ends.
Nemesis going for an air drag. Let's see if he can get it. Going for a double touch. Pushed it a little too high. Running low on boost. Had to go back for the corner. Razor getting a hard clear. Trying to get a little reset for his team. And actually, it ended up being a little awkward for Nemesis because he popped it up, not expecting it to stay there. And yet, he still ended up turning it around to an offensive opportunity.
Absolutely. Razor hitting it downfield here. Nemesis turning on it. Gets dunked by Razor. Stironic getting off the wall. Flux shoots. Nemesis with a save. Can Flux put it on target again? Off the backboard. Razor just can't put it in. Flux holding. Gets an awkward landing. Almost gets bumped. Nemesis just trying to control. Gets a pinch out. Razor off the wall here. Puts it down. Stironic clears. Flux just waiting for the ball to bounce out here. Gets a touch pass.
So far with both teams, they have 5 shots on goal, 2 goals. The Sonics have 2 saves, and the Curse only have 1 save thus far. Oh, can the Sonics capitalize? A botched defense could not be capitalized on. Flux has no boost. Razor came in a little late. And a double commit, hard. Open net yet again for the Curse. Can they capitalize on this one? Sent across, but Sonic's defense ended up coming back just in time to get it.
Definitely 2 very unlucky plays there that should have been capitalized on.
And it was 1 play each side, too, which is what made it crazy.
Absolutely. Razor touching it to the backboard here. Doesn't have enough boost to follow it up. Gets the corner. Dunks. Stironic getting the dunk on Flux. Gets demoed for his antics.
A minute 15 left. Sonic's trying to just get an extra push. Stironic was definitely not allowing that. Razor trying to get some control, get it back to his teammate, sent it over. Stole the boost from the Curse's offense. Nemesis tries to get a flick, couldn't get it. Another double commit right on the side of the post. A little awkward positioning yet again. Nemesis floating, has full boost, but was still floating across. Flux tried to get a little dribble, couldn't get it over Stir. A double touch, actually, for a little almost pinch from that. Razor has a good drag or ceiling shot opportunity. Slowed down for a split second, lost the ball. Tried to go for a bump, but he could not get it. 25 seconds left. What I'm expecting is to see a little bit more pass plays coming from Sonics. They're not setting up much. They're trying to hope a lot for a lot. Sending hard for Nemesis. Seems like they're not really keeping the control is what I would think they would be coming from.
Absolutely. Flux just trying to put a shot on target. Stironic saves it and clears it all the way up. Nemesis up trying to extend. Dunks out Razor. Razor just hits it downfield. Can he catch up to it and score this maybe? He can. And we have a tie series.
Beautiful play by Razor. I thought he actually wasn't going to be able to catch up, but I think that extra penny helped him out the slightest bit, gave him enough. Actually, Stironic spawned back there, but just couldn't get across fast enough. And it was a fantastic play by Razor to get the 0-second goal to claim game 2. So like you said, a 1-1 series thus far.
Definitely a close game. A lot of opportunities that could have been capitalized on, but weren't.
I mean, you have 10 shots on goal for the Sonics, 6 total for the Curse. I mean, that it always stinks when you see that there's a lot of shots on goal, not many saves, because that means it's just missed shots. But I mean, overall, it's good opportunities that need to be capitalized on by both teams. I feel like there's just more team play instead of try to just keep going for ones plays, because it just seems like it's a little awkward, and not that it's self-centered, it's just a lack of trust as well. I mean, you're with the teammate. You need to try to remember that you're playing with the teammate that you should have trust in, at least for quite a bit of an extent. So we'll see how this game 3 goes. Looks like a pretty even series. Sounds like someone's prediction. Going into game 3.
Great.
Nemesis is actually at 12-5. Just look back on that. But I feel like there just needs to be a little bit more. I'm kind of surprised because there's a lot more ground game going on than air game. The only air game that I really have seen so far was Nemesis's double touch off the backboard, and that's really all I've seen so far. That was much air game that has really done much more than just, oh, I just sent the ball, you know?
Absolutely. Even kickoff, goes back, wins it back, flux capacitor going. Stironic just waits, hits the ball away, keeps control of it, flicks. Razor getting bumped on the corner there. Very awkward. He floats right in front of the net.
He almost got the touch on that coming across after the bump. Stironic giving a lot of umph on it, but has no more boost. Flux looks like he's about to go for an air drag or ceiling shot opportunity. 50 boost. Got a little too high. Nemesis was able to play from backboard, trying to get the clear out. He stole Flux's boost as he was on his way back. Razor sending it back. Hopefully Flux can get there to help out Razor.
Razor hits it back to the backboard. Nemesis hitting it past Flux. Flux taking up the wall here. Has 90 boost. Takes it back down. Gets 50 by Stironic.
Stir sends it all the way across. Grabs the corner boost. Is trying to boost starve him, and it is working right now because right now Razor has 0. Stironic trying to get a little shot, get a little fake on that. Nemesis, I have no clue how much boost he has just yet. But it was a close attempt yet again, keeping the pressure up. The Sonics need to try to just get the ball away. Good flip reset by Razor to get a little bit of more umph and time that the Sonics needed on the offensive end rather than defensive end.
Yeah. And Razor just beating out Stironic there. But Stironic's still getting a touch. Flux going. Razor gets his boost stolen. Nemesis punching the ball all the way down the field, follows it up, just can't get a second touch. Razor gets it over him. It's out in the middle here. Flux taking the ball. Razor actually takes the ball from Flux. Flux putting it close to the backboard. It is in, and the first goal of the game goes to Sonix.
Yeah, I mean, Flux ended up going up. I know the way he plays. I've known him for a good couple of years, and that's exactly what he likes to try to do. Save that flip so he can get that extra umph on the ball, send it over towards it. Looked like it was backboard, and I think Nemesis ended up just coming off a little bit too early from the backboard to try to get an earlier touch instead of almost like a more conservative touch. And it didn't go in the way of the Curse, and the Sonics capitalized on it. Nemesis just staying back hard on this. I guess trying to give it a little bit more time. Got a good demo on one. But Curse need to try to get that umph back, see if they can end up getting something. A double commit, bump over in front of goal by the Sonics. Let's see if the Curse can capitalize. Unfortunate because Razor just barely got enough on it. This just seems like Stironic's definitely trying to keep it hard on his end. Looks like a lack of communication is a little bit coming out because seems like Stironic was staying on the ball about 4 different times across the field.
Absolutely. Razor hitting it off the backboard here. Nemesis going up. Putting it back to the corner. Nemesis clearing it. Gets it past Flux. Stironic just couldn't put it in past Razor. Razor getting a boom out. Nemesis catching. Razor getting dunked. And Stironic just not going for the ball there. Turns on it eventually. Now Razor just hitting the ball, hits it right to Nemesis. Nemesis over, across, pinches it. Stironic in the corner here. Air dribble. Razor cuts that off really quick. Nemesis couldn't get the catch. Razor hitting it there. Flux pass off the backboard there.
Razor down to Flux. Flux coming across, waiting for the power hit. Kind of going to hit awkward off backboard. Hopefully his teammate is there. He is. Gets the dunk. Keeping it in their zone. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of extra sends, but the Curse need to capitalize on something that's being set up. There's a lot of centers. I mean, there's a lot of centers happening overall. And I think that the Curse to capitalize more on it or try to get more of an assist or something coming. And speaking of which, that's where Stironic just lets Nemesis dribble it, and he's like, you know what, I'm going to go to disrupt the defense, give that open net, gets a bump on Razor just enough for Nemesis just to keep it on his hood. Ties it up with 46 seconds left.
Absolutely. And hopefully this kickoff goes in the favor of Sonix here, because I want Sonix to be the winning team, of course.
Ooh, flip reset by Nemesis. And end up causing Flux to get a weird play on it because it hit off crossbar. He got a little doomsy dish to himself. Awkward touch. Beautiful tuck inside the top bar, Flux, but unfortunately it was not your net.
Very unlucky attempt to clear there.
Curse, I think, are just going to try to run more of the clock down by getting some hard clears. Open net left, but couldn't be capitalized by the Curse. Kind of very surprised about that one.
Absolutely. Stironic turning on that. Hits it to the ceiling. Couldn't get the second touch. Razor with a catch. He has to score here. And he does.
Wow. That's exactly what the Sonics needed. It was a perfect flick. It was like that little bit of a backflip flick that just barely lobbed it just enough over Nemesis. 7 seconds left. Will there be a goal, or will it go into our first overtime of the streams?
I'd love to see an overtime right now. And there it is.
There you go.
Kickoff goes in Curse's favor. Nemesis getting the dunk on Flux there. Razor hitting it past Stironic. Gets the demo on him as well.
Gets
No
a demo,
boost.
but has no boost.
He used all of it going for the demo.
Stironic trying to get a little bit of boost towards going forward. Razor and Stironic get a hard 50. Stironic coming off sidewall gets enough over to the other side, but his teammate couldn't play that. It was a little too awkward. Perfect center. Nemesis sending it to opposite side, capitalizes, gets the goal, gives the Curse the 2-1 series lead.
Huh. Good placement by Nemesis there. It was a really good game. Again, really little to no mistakes when it came to playing it out.
I mean, if anything, the only thing that I'd say for both teams is just make sure, keep that pressure up. The Curse had a total of 11 shots on goal, and Sonix only had 3. So I mean that you're forcing the Sonics to be in an awkward position because the Sonics flux capacitor had 5 saves and Razor had 2, but the Curse only had 1 save. So the Curse, I feel like, played a more wholesome game because they gave more offensive pressure and offensive opportunities presented. And I think there was another 2 that could have been capitalized on. But and overall, it's just going to be pretty crazy last game because it's 2-1 for the Curse. Goes against what you were thinking, but goes towards what I was hoping for.
Absolutely. As we're getting into here to game 4, last match, last game of the stream.
Heard that. I just saw that now. So thank you very much. We're going to be doing a quick server reset, everyone. Please. Yeah, production stepping up their game for once. gonna get a quick server reset. If you can, please, krypist, go ahead and invite me to. Is it going to be the same info at least?
Yeah, I invited you though.
Thank you, sir. 2-1 so far. I mean, the crazy thing is we're not seeing either one of the teams really shine too much, or either one of the players shine too much yet. It's kind of been an even distribution, which is what I always love to see. I don't like seeing one person kind of capitalize and take everything. But I feel like it's just there was a lot of double commits coming from the Sonics and a lot of miscommunication that came out a lot. And Curse had once or twice that one player kept going with the same, basically the. Sorry, you just received a message to make sure it was the same information for the game. I'm sorry about that. It feels like the Curse, like they had a little bit of a mistrust, I guess you can say. It seemed like followed through because there was about almost a full like 30 or 40 seconds that one player on the Curse had the ball going back and forth and back on the sidewalls, and his teammate was there 2 different times. Instead of letting his teammate take it and set him up, he decided to try to take it himself, which will obviously hurt anybody's game.
Absolutely. Now, as we get into game 4 here, as I said before, just looking to see if Sonix can pull back and 2-2 this and get your prediction right. Or are we both going to be bass backwards here?
I see what you did there.
Can't swear on stream.
So which way do you think this game's going to go? So we had the first game was the Curse, second game was the Sonics, third game was the Curse. Do you think fourth game's going to go?
I think we're going to overtime. Game 4, overtime.
Okay.
If not,
game so far.
And it hurts his way.
Was the Curse, or not the Curse, the Sonics actually scoring at a 0 second. Almost was an overtime there. Razor trying to create a little bit of a disruption on the offensive push. Close shot by the Curse. Almost ended up getting it inside of the crossbar. Razor getting the flick just enough around the defense. And the Curse gets scored on. And the Sonics get first goal of game 4.
It's a really good dribble by Razor there. Nothing much anyone on Curse could have done. Beat out the first challenger. And just a nice little flick past the last one. Good beat by Stironic there. Gets 50'd for his antics. Taking it to the wall. Razor just shoots it. Misses. Nemesis taking it off the backboard here. Can't get it past Razor, sorry. Almost gets bumped by Razor. Flux going. See if he can get a second touch here. He can. Almost puts it behind Stironic.
Four minutes left. Razor trying to play it slow. Takes the mid boost, trying to get around the curse. Gets demo, but I think it sent him back just enough. Oh, a little awkward. Good fake by Flux. Almost created the offensive opportunity to take a 2-0 lead. Nemesis got a little weird tire touch. Couldn't end up getting an extra umph. Stironic trying to play it around Razor. Gets it around him, but has no boost at all to play it. Flux comes in, sends it off backboard. Nemesis tries to get it clear, sends it up. Wide open net. Sonic's a blown defensive coverage. Gives an open net to tie it up. 3:28 left.
Yeah, and as we see, Razor just going for that corner boost, still couldn't get to it, and just getting beat out by the ball to the net. Still a really close game. There's still 3.5 minutes left. Still anyone's game.
Razor getting a good back wall play. I mean, I feel like right now is the time to be able to see a pass play come out. Even though Razor just tucks it in the side, I think that that's what's going to have to happen because Flux Capacitor is just taking a ride on Razor's back right now. As he has a little bit of latency, but I feel like it's going to pull through because it's normally what happens. 2-1. Sonic's ahead. 3:14 left. We shall see what happens. Game 4. 2-1. Curse benefit. Anybody's game. Anybody's series.
Pinch out by Stironic, getting into the corner, takes the mid boost, gets it up the backboard. No chance for a shot to come out there, unless you've got a grappling hook or a plunger. Rumble items
Or a magnet.
that would work too. Get some spikes on it as well.
Oh, demo.
Puts it over. Open net. Can Nemesis beat Flux? He cannot. Really good save there by Flux. As Stironic is back, Flux backflips, pass over, and a shot. Razor from Flux.
I hate to say I told you so, but a pass play. Beautiful play by Flux. Great awareness. Noticing Stironic pre-jumped. Get it away from where he jumped already. His teammate was coming across. Had the smallest gap to shoot it in. Perfect placement by Flux. Perfect placement by Razor. Gets the 2-goal lead. 2.5 left.
This is very reflective of this series, is how it's gone. Very close, and only the good shots will go in. Very, very minimal mistakes by both of these teams, and if there was, they were capitalized on. There was that one chance in Game 3, was it, that both teams had an opportunity and they didn't score it.
Flux trying to just disrupt the curse push. Stironic has 0 boost in a dream, trying to get it to his teammate, gets it there, couldn't end up getting the shot because of Sonics both closing down the goal area. Flux trying to go for a ceiling shot, misses it, ends up causing a weird defensive push back, but Razor was able to get back for that. Now we need to see the curse end up try to play the best they can. Try to play the absolute best they can because they need this 3-1.
Absolutely. They need to go 10-14 and not go 9-15. As it looks like they will. Razor putting in a 4th goal from his own box.
I mean, with 1:08 left, it's definitely possible to score 3 goals. I've seen it done plenty of times. It is Omega League. It is a little bit lower end gameplay, but that doesn't discredit the talent and capability that any player may have to pull out any sort of play or a mess up. And a beautiful shot, I think might have been turned away. Looked very close. Good demo by Stironic. Teammates up. Nemesis shoots it off to the side. Beautiful shot and an even better save by Razor. Curse need to score right on this push right now. They cannot have it leave the Sonic side, or else they're going to be in big trouble.
Stironic getting up the wall here, down in the corner. Stironic misses the corner boost. Flux takes it. Razor putting it over to the side. No one from Curse is going to be close. A lot of time coming off the clock if no one challenges on Curse here. A bump from Razor onto Nemesis, and this might chalk up the game. I do believe it does.
Oh, one for the road and one for the road. Oh,
There's still 1 second.
1 second left. Could change that goal differential one point either way, because I feel like there's going to be a cheating goal coming up, and or cheating kickoff, and it may turn into an easy goal for a team.
Oh my. Stironic did cheat. Still up. And Sonix take game 4. A 2-2 series as Spider-Man over here predicted.
Hey, I mean, I hate to say I told you so, but I really don't. Yeah, I mean, Nemesis actually just pointed out at the end, didn't keep it up, unfortunately. But GG's from both teams. I mean, getting a 2-2, it's really not the worst. A worse turnout. It could have always been worse. Luckily, the Sonics were able to fight through to be able to get those 2 games. And I really am excited because I called both of them. And Stironic talking in the chat saying, "Where's that 4-0 though?" The Razor, because he did say a 4-0 at the beginning of the series.